Yo, what's up everybody? Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI only championship series, and we are on to the finals. We're down to the final 6. We got Gandhi, we got Mali, we got Gran, Colombia, we got Babylon, we got Persia, we got Peter with Russia. And I have to say, this is, I don't know, if you would have told me this was going to be the final 6 before I started this series, I think I would have been like, okay, I'm pretty impressed. I think this is a good 6, because I think it's a good mix. You got some favorites, you got some old, strong ones like Gandhi, who won and's done really good in the past. You got some new civs. You got some really overpowered civs with like Hammurabi and Peter again, and then some surprising with Mali and Cyrus. So yeah, I think this series turned out to be pretty dang good. So remember, since we're on to the finals, it's going to be a 3-parter. We're going to do 315 turns. I thought about this for a little bit, but I thought about maybe going to 215, 275 just to speed the game up. But I was like, nah, we'll give it to you guys. Now the thing is, I think we're going to end up finishing this series probably right about time that the new civs come out, which is going to be interesting. Here's the other thing. We only have 6 civs, so this 315 is going to go a little quicker than 8. But we're going to do 3 rounds of it, and then we're going to basically write down everyone's score, and then we're going to add up the total score and see who wins from there, which makes the last couple turns a little stressful because it's like, oh God, we got to add everyone's score and get the actual right score. But, you know, as far as I know, that's still our best option at this point. We basically, I think we're going to do Pangea this time. I'm debating about just doing Pangea every time, just because it's going to keep everyone right on top of each other's butts. No one's going to like spawn in an island by themselves, which is going to keep it a little more balanced. And there's no seafaring civs in this game right now. So I think this might actually be our best decision. Now, this episode should come out before I end up recording the next round. So, you know, drop your comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. But I think going Pangea all 3 times is probably going to be our best one. Now, you could say Shuffle, and, you know, Shuffle usually gives you a Pangea-like map. But I feel like there's just a good chance that, like, someone like Mali is going to spawn by themselves again. And, you know, it doesn't mean that by doing Pangea that, you know, this is going to be a perfectly balanced map, but hopefully, we did do balanced start position. I did go ahead and turn off dramatic ages. I debated about maybe doing like 275 with dramatic ages, but I just feel like it's going to be too punishing, and someone's just going to get like basically 0 for a score. And like, I don't mind someone getting wiped out via war, but getting wiped out in the finals because of dramatic ages, I think is a little too punishing. Earlier in the game, you know, it's part of the RNG, but here in the finals, yeah, we want to actually figure out who's like the best. Like, we want to keep this as fair as possible. With that being said, we're going to throw Tech and Civic Shuffle back on to add some RNG. We'll turn Secret Societies off just so that, you know, Gandhi, for example, doesn't blow a bunch of faith on non-apostles. Maybe he can sneak out a win. And Heroes and Legends, I think, is just fine. It kind of actually helps them a little bit with conquests we've seen. So I think with that, we're good to roll in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll be back in 1 second then. So FYI, in the pursuit of fairness, this is actually now the second time I've restarted the map. The first one, there was like a long snaky island, and I'm like, this is a Pangea map. Why is there a long snaky island? No civs spawned on it, but it seemed like some of the civs were kind of cramped when there was a whole bunch of land on an island, and I'm like, that just doesn't work. And then the last one I just spawned in didn't really quite work either. It was like Mali and Gran Colombia had like this whole western side of the continent, and then like the other 4 were all kind of cramped in on the eastern side. So just, I don't know. I'm looking for something a little more balanced. With the finals, we're definitely going to be a lot more particular, just because, once again, you know, we really want the civs to shine in this, not the start biases. So Mali spawned in the southwest, which was in a big desert. India is smack dab in the middle, with Russia to the north. Babylon is also in the middle. And then, yeah, I think this one's going to work for us. Gran Colombia is northeast, and then Persia is southeast. Yeah, okay, so everyone's kind of got their corner, you know, except this corner right here. You could argue there's a lot of room here that no one else has, but like, this is probably the best we're going to be able to get. Obviously, you know, there's mention, hey, why don't you go in? I need to go in and just like actually make a finals map at some point. The problem is, like, I love the randomness of the maps, and having your own finals map just kind of like ruins the randomness. You know, I don't know. It would be worth it, but honestly, for what we're doing, this is just fine. Interesting here with the like island into the, the river right into the oil. I don't know. That just kind of like is funny to me. So I was trying this last time and this wasn't working. Remove all. Isn't remove all, right? I'm thinking it's not working because their turn timers are going by too fast. So it's not actually triggering, which is kind of unfortunate, but okay. So Babylon's fighting barbarians. Gran Colombia's fighting barbarians. Persia is defeating their barbarians. Russia, it looks like they defeated their barbarians. Mali is about to kill off his barbarians. So yeah, for the most part, everyone's doing pretty okay. India's only at 3 cities right now, which seems to be... Nope, that's normal. Mali's just at 4. So Mali, dude, still doing good. I wonder if he's buying... You think he's buying one of his settlers, and that's why he has 4 so much quicker than everyone else? Although Persia's about to throw it on number 4, and they're about to get a wonder. Okay, so Persia's jumping out to an early lead here. Yeah, everyone's trying to build the Oracle. 5 turns in St. Petersburg. Persia has it down to 5 turns. Oh, it's going to depend on whose turn goes first. Yeah, it looks like it's going to depend. So who goes first, Russia or Persia? So you're at 4. You're at 2. Oh, never mind. Oh, but then it just went to 3. What? Now it went to 2. What? Also, how is St. Petersburg building it that quickly? How is St. Petersburg building it that quickly? They ended up missing it. But in St. Petersburg, that has a population of 1. That's really confusing here. So yeah, Persia ended up knocking it down. So I imagine Persia and Mali are jumping out to the early lead here. Hammurabi, actually. Why Hammurabi? He's got 4 cities as well. I don't think he has a religion. I don't see any wonders. So, okay, must just be because he has the multiple cities up. I don't know. Babylon and Gran Colombia are going to be at arms here before too long, I would imagine. India looks like this is probably their best start they've had, you know, since the knockout, since the final 12. Like, seriously. So, how good is India going to be with an actual okay start? Well, he's going to watch him just get killed. So, remember, it's best of 3. So at this point, like, you don't necessarily need to win this one. You just kind of need to be okay. Like I think a second place, or even a second, third, or second, or however you want to work it out, may actually be good enough to win. It really just kind of comes down to whether or not someone runs away with one of them. In the past, we've seen civs run away with the score, and then that makes it really hard, like in one of the 3 rounds, and then at that point, everyone else is playing catch-up, and it's just really hard to come back from that. I don't know we have any civs in the game, though, that can really run away with it. Like maybe Simón, if he gets some proper warfare. But usually to run away with it, you're going to have to actually do some like warfare and stuff like that. Like Russia's going to be able to earn a lot of points. They're going to be able to get probably a lot of cities here because this northwestern area. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to run away. But yeah, we might actually be looking at a Russian winner for the first time. We'll see. So I would assume Golden Age. That's right, Brian. We're not playing Dramatic Ages. So everyone got a Golden Age except Gran Colombia and Persia. So that's going to help Babylon then. Yeah, okay, so Babylon is probably going to be a little more beneficial here without Dramatic Ages, because it should be a little easier to get Golden Ages and avoid Dark Ages. Yeah, I hadn't actually played Babylon without Dramatic Ages, but I would assume it's pretty hard to get a Dark Age as him, just because you're getting so many late game boosts and you're getting so many late game techs, and you should be getting so many things before everyone else that, like, I feel like getting a Dark Age with him was going to be kind of hard. Also, can we talk about this huge water here? Interesting. Can you adjust the sea level on Pangea? I don't remember. I will say that's one of the things I hate about the map making in this game, or the, you know, setting up the game with different maps, is like different effects or different settings only apply to different maps. Like some maps you can change the era or the age of the map, and then other ones you can adjust the sea level, but you can't do it on like everyone. It's just kind of like blah, blah, blah. So Persia got their unique unit. I don't think they got it last era. They do have the twins here to help with the warrior, barbarians. And the funny thing about that, he's not going to attack out because it's in the city. Oh no. He needs to use the twins to go ahead and kill them so he can go ahead and get some of these units, man. Instead, he's just sitting there using all his other troops. But it looks like he's going to survive, although he's also getting attacked on the north too. So, okay. I don't think we've seen anyone war yet. Mali's looking pretty good. Let's check out the heroes. Actually, real quick, religion's gone. Who got it? So India, Russia, Persia, and Babylon. So that means 4 out of the 6 are going to get it. So who didn't get it then? Russia, India. So Hammurabi did not get one. And Persia got one. Simón. Yeah, Hammurabi and Simón. So, ironically then, That would make Persia, like, they should be able to get all 3 of these pretty easily. But then Russia might actually send it that way. We'll see. Russia might just end up fighting India, and then we'll see how that ends up going. So, anyways, going back to heroes then. Hercules got claimed by Mali. Hippolyta is Gran Colombia. The twins are Persia. And then Sun is India. So, pretty good balance here. So, 4 out of the 6 civs got a religion, because there's only 4 civs. And then 4 out of the 6 civs got heroes. So... not that the heroes really make much of a difference. Okay, so Persia has a lot of troops to the north. I'm pretty certain that's to fight the barbarians. But Babylon has no army. Babylon? What happened? Yeah, he's only got a 20 army right now. And he's got... I mean, Persia's not super aggressive, but Gran Colombia is. And I would not... He must have just lost all his troops fighting, but he is popping out knights already. Oh my god. Okay, well, he might be fine then. Holy crap, dude. Knights? Oh. Now, Hippolyta is rolling at 46. Plus the horsemen, they might be able to grab Malian. But he's going to have to move here pretty quick before he gets walls up. But, oh my gosh, dude. I mean, obviously, it's Babylon, so I'm not too surprising here. It's just funny, like, he's rolling around with knights, and then it's like, oh, hey, I got a Varu. Oh, hey, look, I have, you know, a heavy chariot. Ooh. Mali got claimed by Hammurabi. Okay. Tons of great people already in Russia. Dude, man, I would love to see Eleanor as Russia. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that. It's going to be fun, man. So, Mali, they got a couple great people as well, dude. And they still got a decent amount of room here, so we're a long way. Vatican got conquered by Russia. We might actually see our first war here if this emergency triggers. And they're taking Cahokia as well. I would not be shocked here to see at least India hop in on this war. India's at 367, Pierce at 245. Russia, dude, they're going hard. They're definitely going hard right now. Gran Colombia did go ahead and declare war here on Babylon. Unfortunately, passed up Malian, instead went for Babylon, which isn't the easiest thing to do. There's also a ton of barbarians still there, just kind of like being an annoyance. Persia's looking pretty okay, though. I think they're going to go take Mexico City, it looks like. Maybe? I don't know. Mexico City. No, he's suzerain of them. Nah, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Is Russia going to be able to take Cahokia? Actually, I don't think so. He looks a little too hurt for this. Hello.
Hi, I'm not going to have meetings until like 12:30.
Okay. That's fine. Great timing, because the game just paused, literally as you said that. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the score while everything's happening. So, Gandhi right now is in first place. Hammurabi is in second place, despite actually being 0 army and being warred on right now. Although, looks, Simón's not doing too hot. Simón's in last place, Cyrus is in second to last, and Mali's in third to last, and yeah, Peter in third. Now, here's the thing. We are a pretty close... I'm going to have to close the office door. 1 second. We are a pretty close spread here from top to bottom, so it's not really into the game for anyone yet. And honestly, getting last place isn't that big of a deal. If while getting last place, you know, I should have done this before. Crap, I could have done that. But getting last place isn't... Oh no, hey, it worked. Yeah, okay. But getting last... Nope, it didn't. Getting last place isn't that big of a deal as long as you're not that far behind. That's really what you're just trying to do at this point, is get as many points as possible. So, yeah, Babylon has... That's a really cool Hanging Gardens, by the way, with the volcano right behind it. I mean, I would hate to actually put it on that tile, but still, it's a cool-looking one for sure. Yeah, so he's got a couple wonders. Just looking up at Rapikim, which could easily be grabbed here by Gran Colombia, but Gran Colombia just beelined the capital, which usually is not going to go well for the AI. And I kind of like, because here's the thing, even if he took the capital, there's no way he holds the capital. I just wish, that's one thing I wish the AI was a little better at, is actually like pressing for the near cities first. You know, just don't beeline for the capital, grab the cities nearby. Maybe it's not just them going for the capital, maybe they're also going for the capital because it has a high pop. And, you know, maybe the AI is like, go for high population cities and also prioritize the capital. And so then that's one of the reasons they go there. I don't know. I don't know. A couple religions are being reformed. Doesn't really matter. I mean, some era score points, but like not really that big of a deal. Mali's got their unique cav up already. Interesting. Russia does not have the Cossacks yet. Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget that Mali's is a knight unit. Like, I think it replaces the knight, correct? Yeah. I always, for whatever reason, because it's Cav, I always think it's like industrial era or Renaissance era or something like that unit. I always forget it's like, you know, early medieval era. Persia isn't doing a whole lot right now. They're just kind of chilling down there. They building wonders? No. How's the religion game going? That is not one. There we go. So Persia has not really converted anyone yet. I thought Babylon didn't have a religion. Did Babylon have a religion? Did I miss that? India, Russia, Persia, Babylon. Oh, okay. So Babylon can then actually go ahead and convert all over here as well. Although the biggest problem being... So then who didn't? Oh, Mali was the other one that didn't get to their religion. Okay. So, okay. Can we not have greens? Like, can these just get slightly different colors, man? I gotta figure out how to change that. That's the one thing I want to change. Now, here's the fun thing. When they patch the game here in a couple days, well, in a couple weeks, I wonder how much of my, like, XML files are just going to be worthless. Am I going to have to, like, literally go in and figure it out? Because they're going to add a bunch of stuff, so I wouldn't be able to just copy-paste, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much of the old files they change. All right, so Hippolyta's back, full HP, making a push. But, you know, if you're going straight for Babylon, it's still not going to work. Beowulf from Mali. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help because you're not really near anyone, so congrats. Babylon's still in first. Nope, Peter took it over. And Gandhi's actually in second now. I'd have to assume religion and wonders are probably coming into play now. Yeah, and then great people. Just stupid amounts of great people. Oh, Russia. I mean, if you want to talk about balancing Russia for AI only, their holy site just needs to not gain great people points other than like the maybe like instead of like no, because that wouldn't work. I was gonna say maybe the shrine should do great people points, but it's not a unique building, so no. Yeah, I think maybe for the series, the only way to balance them would be to get rid of those great people points. Because that's honestly one of the biggest reasons they go so crazy. That plus then obviously the extra tiles. So did that work? Remove all. Remove all. Remove. I don't remember which way it is. I always remove all. I always like type them all in. It's usually, I think it's without the slash. Yeah, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's without the slash. I don't think it's working, though. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working this time. Interesting. Something with the mod, maybe? Did they change it so you can't remove all? I mean, there obviously was an update to it, because you got the whole Gilgi screen now. Although, when I loaded in, you didn't see the Gilgi screen, because apparently the Gilgi screen doesn't work when you hit restart. So, yeah, not entirely sure. So, alright, we're about to get next era. Russia was actually in the Dark Era this time. Speaking of which, they're losing their town. But they should be able to avoid the Dark Era, I would think. Did Babylon have the Golden Era? No, yeah, we just totally missed this era for whatever reason. I guess it happened and I wasn't paying attention or something like that. Potato Palace at 10 turns here. Dude, if Russia can build wonders too, it's just like, it's not even fair at that point. It really isn't. Yosemite, dude. I would not mind that Yosemite. Someone put a city like right over here, dude. Get a free heavy cap as well. Oh. All right, so Persia's doing a little bit more expanding, which is good. I don't think they're declaring war on Mexico City. Maybe they are. Hammurabi took control of it. Maybe. Hammurabi is a little trapped for sure right now. For sure. Okay, so what ended up happening? Nope, we're still not there yet. Gran Colombia is definitely trapped as well, and he's getting kind of screwed because he's not really doing anything about it. He's building Annecy. He actually surrounded Malian. Okay, with Hippolyta, dude, you could start doing some damage here. If you, okay, or just literally go right for Babylon and get your units killed. That works as well. That works as well. All right, so what did this era provide? So Russia got a heroic age, India got a golden age, normal ages everywhere else. So the Russia flipping is no longer going to happen. India was the other one, right? Yeah, Simón got that one. India was the other one with the golden age? Yeah. They're not flipping anything. Mali's still got a lot of room. Yeah. I mean, India's like right on top of Russia, but they hadn't really done anything. They've not... Okay, they are at war now. Okay. Although neither side is really doing much about it. Ooh, Russian blizzard. Himiko got claimed by Hammurabi. Hammurabi needed that. Yeah. Especially with Anasi popping out. Arthur by Peter. Okay. Hippolyta. What are you doing with Hippolyta right now? Oh my god, I hate you so much. I don't think Persia's fought anyone yet. Yeah. I was trying to click the X. Are you going for Mojo, or are you just kind of like bypass? I don't even know what you're doing right now, Cyrus. So you're not going for Mojo. I don't know what Persia's doing at this point. So it doesn't really appear as if anyone's going to be able to win a war here. Arthur is about to die unless he runs away. He barely got away. Okay. How's the religion looking? It's going to be kind of hard to tell here with the double colors, but no. India really hasn't flipped Mali yet, which is a bit surprising. Babylon has mostly started to flip Gran Colombia, but they have been fighting a war, so, you know, obviously, it's going to be a little hard to do it while at war because they can just pillage your units. Gran Colombia threw down Kinsia. Sinensa? You know what? Screw it. We're going to Google this one. I should know this one. Spanish. ENCA pronunciation. I should know this one.
Pronouncenames.com.
Okay, shut up.
Cuenca.
Cuenca? Cuenca. Interesting. Cuenca? C? U is Cuen? K? K? Is that how you... C in Spanish is K? I'm trying to think of C words in Spanish. Alright, but Cuenca. Alright. I love how I'm pronouncing it, you know, quote unquote right, but I still sound like a white guy. So yeah, hey. Anyways, what are we at? We're at 18 minutes. What are we at? 147. Yeah, we'll probably do 2. This will probably be 6 episodes long. So we got to get to, what, 175, 200 here, I think. So Sinbad, I didn't see who grabbed Sinbad. Sinbad's kind of worthless, though, on a Pangaea map. So, like, it's not really that big of a deal. Persia finally declared war. And they might actually be able to grab Gran Colombia. Babylon. I'm a little surprised here. Babylon's still only rolling around at 55 combat strength in their cities. At this point in the game, I kind of figured they would be at a little bit higher. So Persia might just have been able to ninja it here, because they do have the catapult and then a couple crossbows. I don't know. They're starting... Well, the catapult is protected at least. Himiko is not doing any damage. Why does he keep moving the catapult? I'm kind of confused by that. Mali is not ranged either. He should be able to get it as long as his range units don't, or his melee unit doesn't die. He should be able to grab it right now. There he goes. Okay. All right. So Babylon, first one to lose the city in the game. Kind of surprising there, for sure. Not much is happening between the Russia-Indian war. And really, honestly, surprised Gran Colombia didn't grab anything. Although I 100% think that's on them. Because, like, straight up, they should have been able to grab Amalgam. Is that going to change? Kesia. I was like, wait a second. Think about that for a second. Sunsia? No, that's the wrong way, Brian. Also, let's look at heroes real quick. So, Annecy still is grabbed by Gran Colombia. Arthur, yeah. Beowulf and Hercules. The two probably... well, actually, yes. The two strongest melee strength heroes in the game are both claimed by Mali, who's not going to be fighting anyone. Himiko is Babylon. Yeah. Wait, did Himiko die or she teleport away? Because she was in the city. Maybe she moved out. Yeah, she probably moved out and I just missed it. Hippolyta is Gran Colombia and is currently... So Gran Colombia still has 2 heroes out right now. But then again, so does Mali. Babylon. Then yeah, Persia also has 2 heroes as well. But they got one of them Sinbad, which doesn't really help. And all 12 heroes are currently claimed. Okay, so let's keep looking at the score before we hit next. All right, so Simón's now in last place. Interesting. Cyrus is second to last, but we are within 200 points from top to bottom. And Gandhi's in first. Okay. Is that wonders? Yeah. So if we're going to change the XML files, should I tweak the score on the wonders, I wonder? I don't know. I don't know. Like, personally, I don't know, because, like, wonders kind of benefits someone building tall. I can understand why they gave it so many points, because it really does benefit civs that are building tall. The downside is you can't really build that many wonders in a city, so ultimately your tall building still is not really particularly useful. That's the one thing Civ 6 really misses that Civ 5 had, is you really can't build tall in this game. Civ 5 you almost had to build tall because you had to pay maintenance on roads, correct, if I remember? And happiness was such a weird a modifier in Civ 5. Like, you would end up losing. It was just really weird, like, not having enough amenities, and your cities didn't have enough happiness, and it was just really, really a strange thing. And so if you built too many cities, you basically just lost, like, so much happiness and became very, very catastrophic. So you're really, and honestly, I think that was one of the things, like, I would much rather have a game in which you build wide than tall. So I'm happy that you can build tall in this game. So Cassia ended up flipping. Ceusia? Whatever. Ended up flipping and is going to go over to Babylon. So they're going to basically make up their city right now. Persia's also losing theirs. Interesting. So what they need is they need a golden era here pretty freaking quick. It's only a -4, which is not terrible. 12 turns left. They might be able. Yeah, there you go. Full loyalty. I was going to say they might be able to hold it. Just at least long enough to get to the next era. And then if they can get golden era next era, they should be good. All right, so Russia's bringing bombards, which is going to do damage on these walls. Now, Renaissance walls, never mind. Yeah, Renaissance walls are just basically impossible to take. Now, Jabalpur is wide open for Mali if Mali decides to go for it. Also, keep in mind, he is rolling around with Beowulf. And I don't know if he still has Hercules. But if he does, that's 270 units against 45. They would just destroy that city. Okay, do not go to that coastline. All right, well, Russia's going to be kind of trapped then. When are you flipping? 3 turns, 7 turns. So it is going to flip to Babylon before the end. Was Babylon, where were they at? They're now in 4th. Cyrus is almost caught up. Which is weird because he also has a religion and he's got his entire city. You know what? Yeah, he needs to maybe send some apostles that way. This is just going to be not fun to send apostles. So, yeah. He's got the twins up front. Is he going to be able to take anything? He could potentially go for Mari here. Or Sipa is probably not physically possible. Renaissance walls. I didn't see the walls there for a second. I was like, wait a second, does he have a steel? No, he doesn't. By the way, we never actually took a look at the tech tree in this one. Where were walls? So walls are pretty much right smack dab. Astrology was a little later than normal. Interesting. Swordsman was a little later than normal too. Where was iron? Iron, okay, and swordsman were on the same tier here. Gunpowder, yeah, okay, not terrible. Cartography, never grabbed it. Interesting. Refining's way over here. I'm just wondering if this is going to be better or worse when it comes. Actually, we could maybe look here. It's probably going to be better. Probably more likely to see someone win with this particular tech tree than some of the others. So, all right. What about the cultural one? Who's winning in culture? Gandhi. That's not surprising. He's got all the wonders. Okay, so oligarchy was way down there. Interesting. Alliance is there. Taj Mahal over here. Enlightenment. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fine. Honestly, the cultural makeup, like the civic shuffle, isn't really that big of a deal. Like, honestly, other than like getting the governments, that's about the only thing that is really affected that actually makes a difference. Okay, so Mali declared war, but they're going for the one city that they can't take. This era, let's see, we got a dark age from Persia. Really then? Babylon ended up with a normal age, as did Mali and Russia, and then the other 3 got dark ages. So Persia might have some trouble holding this then. I mean, they need it. Keep in mind, remember, this isn't about elimination or winning. This is about gaining as many points as possible. So every city matters right now. So, you know, you just want to put down as many seeds as possible and hold on to as many seeds as possible. So we will, let's see, we're at 26 minutes plus then the intro. I think we got to wrap this up here in 8 turns, which might make the next episode a little bit longer. But the problem is going for another 38 turns, I think it's going to be, I don't know. Maybe it is better. Maybe we should be doing 3-parters. We might have to do 3-parters. We'll have to see if we get past 250. If we only get to 250 in the next episode, then I think it will be a 3-parter up around then. It's slowing down a little quicker than I thought, actually. Because there's only 6 civs in the game, so I didn't expect it to slow down that much. But anyways, what's Gandhi's... Peter passed him. Yeah, okay, because Peter grabbed another wonder. Gandhi's still only at 6. Let's see, 3, 3, 4, 2, and then I have 0. Yeah, that's to be expected. So India's getting a lot of pressure right now. Kind of surprised here. Oh, actually, he burned down the city-state, whatever it was that was over here. Oh, he pillaged it. Yeah, because there was something over here. There was a city-state over here that he was conquering, and there's no longer a city-state here. So yeah, he definitely killed it, whatever it was. Okay. Yeah, there goes Persia. They're gonna lose the city. Unfortunately, they're building the Kilwa there too. They're also building the Great Lighthouse. Probably something they'll be able to grab though, because I don't know anyone else has it. And then building the Hagea, and building the St. Basil, and Mont Saint Michel. Like, interesting. Big Ben here. But that's a huge catch-up if no one else is building those wonders. Gran Colombia's got Mont Saint Michel, but that's way too slow to beat them. Russia, Oxford. Interesting, nothing else. India, Oxford as well. Okay. What about Mali then? Dude, Persia is lining up here to make a huge storm, a huge catch up here. Because they're going to get, what, 15, 30, 45, 60 extra points right now. Which will take them to 680. Which, you know, it's not great, but still, I mean, that helps. That helps. So, okay. Well, for now, we're going to wrap this episode up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. Comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, and show your support. Next episode, we're going to continue on with this group stage. Maybe finish it. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. And we'll have to get ready to start writing down some scores, and then we'll get ready to do another round. So, until next time, see you guys.